बाजार में और खूब सारे स्टार्टअप्स इसमें ज्वाइन कर
ओवरऑल
बहुत सारे एकेडमिशियंस ज्वाइन कर रहे
का
हैं
जो करंट फॉर्म है,
बहुत
पॉलिसी
मेकर्स
ज्वाइन
ज्वाइन
कर
कर
रहे
रहे
हैं,
हैं उस पे
ओवरऑल
टेक्निकल डिस्कशंस होंगे, पॉलिसी
एआई
डिस्कशंस
का जो
होंगे
करंट फॉर्म
और
है
बहुत एक
और क्या
डिटेल
फ्यूचर होना चाहिए,
उस पे टेक्निकल डिस्कशंस होंगे, पॉलिसी डिस्कशंस होंगे
फ्रेंड्स,
और बहुत एक
ऑनरेबल
प्राइम
प्राइम
मिनिस्टर श्री
नरेंद्र मोदी जी will
inaugurate
inaugurate the
friends
global
Honorable Prime
partnership
Minister
on
Shri
AI
Narendra Modi
summit will
in India
inaugurate
in Delhi tomorrow.
the global
This
partnership
is a very
on AI
important summit
in which
in
about
India
29
tomorrow,
countries
in Delhi
and some
tomorrow.
invitees are
This
participating.
is a very
The
important
chair
body
of GPay,
in which about 29 countries and some invitees
are
are participating.
last year in November when
The
voting at
chair of
GPay
2/3 of the countries decided
is with India
that
this
the
year.
chair should be
Last
India.
year in November when the voting
And
happened, about
this
2/3 of the
will be a very
countries
large decided that the chair should be
congregation
India.
in which
And
this
this
will be there,
will
policy
be a very
makers
large
will be there, academia will be there,
congregation
lots
in
of
which
products and solutions
startups
will
will
be
be
there,
there,
policy
and
makers
there will be many
there,
technical
academia will be
sections
there,
on how to
lots
make
of
products and
more
solutions will be
responsible,
displayed,
how to make
and
sure
there will
that
be
we
many
have
technical
uniform,
sections on how
more
to
or
make
less AI,
there
more
is a convergence
responsible,
happening in the
how to make sure
thought
that we
process
have
on AI.
uniform,
So how to have
more or
proper
less
balance.
there is a convergence happening in the
regulation
thought process on AI.
These kind of discussions.
So how
will
to
be there.
have
This is your opportunity to basically understand what the world is thinking and what India's contribution. I would also like to make a few more points here. Friends, over last 9.5 years, there is a huge growth, huge increase in the way India is viewed by the world. Today, the world looks up to India for technology solutions. The world wants to partner with India for co-creation of technology. The world looks for thought leadership on key issues like 6G, key issues like AI, where India's voice, India's thinking is highly valued by the world. This is a big change from the past, where primarily India was considered okay, fine, but today every major country wants to join hands with India for co-creation, for technology leadership, for development of technology. That's a big change which has happened. And another thing which the world has realized is Prime Minister's vision of democratizing technology. Again, the past was technology will come in the hands of the few people who would be well off, who would basically have more resources. But the way our Prime Minister structured the entire DPI, technology got democratized. Today, a smallest village in the country, every person in the low income, most people in the low income and middle income families, they all have the same access to technology that somebody in the high income would have had. Our digital stack solutions have reached millions of people. DPI was accepted by G20 as a very important construct. So that's a very big fundamental change in the way technology is seen today in the country and the way the world sees that, the way the world looks up to India as a technology developer. So with that, I will take questions. We'll start from this end.
So apart from the discussions and the deliberations, and AI, would there be certain outcomes in terms of signing of agreements, investments coming in? What are the specific outcomes that we will see at the end of the event?
We are negotiating a declaration document, which we hope to be able to arrive at some consensus. Basically, today the world's thinking on AI is kind of converging. People understand the dangers, people understand the potential, people look up to the benefits which can come, and people also, the entire world wants to put certain guardrails. So there is more or less convergence on what AI, how AI should be treated in the way going forward. So we will be aiming at a statement which is agreed to by everyone. There will be a lot of continuation, a lot of things which are common with what has happened in the past, and yes, there will be more or less a thinking process which is a continuation of what the world is thinking.
AI को रिस्पॉन्सिबल बनाने की बात कैसे पॉलिटी तो हमारा भारत का कुछ क्या आप सबसे इस पर प्रकाश डालें ऐसा तो हमको अब अगर इंडिया के चेयर में थर्ड ऑफ द कंट्री इंडिया को चेयर करने का और तो जो यहाँ डिस्कशन होगा 3 दिन वो क्या पूरे वर्ल्ड को और जो कंट्री 29 कंट्री है वो क्या ये मान
बिल्कुल देखो ये 29 कंट्रीज प्रैक्टिकली हर एक कॉन्टिनेंट से है, बड़ी लंबी लिस्ट है। मैं इंडिविजुअल कंट्री नेम नहीं पढ़ूंगा। इन सब देशों ने मिलके तय किया कि एक जगह बैठे हैं, सबमिट करें और उसमें एक कॉमन थिंकिंग इवॉल्व करें। भारत की जो थिंकिंग है वो भारत की थिंकिंग टेक्नोलॉजी को डेमोक्रेटाइज करने की है। टेक्नोलॉजी से क्या बेनिफिट्स मिल सकते हैं उस पर फोकस्ड है। एक बैलेंस्ड वे में गार्डरेल्स क्या रखने चाहिए, सेफगार्ड्स क्या रखने चाहिए उस पे भारत की तरफ से 2 पॉइंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ऐड किए गए। उसमें से एक पॉइंट है एग्रीकल्चर में एआई का कैसे यूज हो, सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर में। अब तक जो टोटल थीम्स थी जीपे में वो थी हेल्थ केयर से रिलेटेड, क्लाइमेट एक्शन से रिलेटेड और रेजिलिएंट सोसाइटी से रिलेटेड। उसमें भारत ने ऐड की सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर की एक थीम ऐड की है। दूसरी थीम जो डीपीआई से मिलती जुलती है, डीपीआई का स्ट्रक्चर अगर हम देखें तो क्या है, डीपीआई के स्ट्रक्चर में बेसिकली एक कॉमन प्लेटफॉर्म है जो कि पब्लिक फंड यूज करके बनाया। उसमें बैंक जुड़े, स्टार्टअप जुड़े, मर्चेंट्स जुड़े और यूजर्स जुड़े, राइट। ये कॉमन प्लेटफॉर्म सबको बाइंड करने वाला एक बेस बनता है। इस वाले प्रोसेस में, इस तरह की पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप में हर कोई उस टेक्नोलॉजी को एक्सेस कर सकता है। सो इन अ वे जो पीएम साहब का जो विजन है कि टेक्नोलॉजी को डेमोक्रेटाइज करना है, सेम कंस्ट्रक्ट क्या हम एआई में कर सकते हैं, राइट। कि अगर क्या कोई ऐसा पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म बन सकता है जिसको अलग अलग लोग, मान लो कोई एमएसएमई अपने काम के लिए एआई का यूज करना चाहे, मान लो कोई एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च यूनिवर्सिटी किस तरह से राइस की यील्ड को बेटर करना है उस पर काम करना है, मान लो कोई स्टार्टअप है जो क्लाइमेट को और एग्रीकल्चर को जोड़ के फार्मर्स को एक राइट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे देना चाहिए। इन सब के लिए बहुत कॉस्टली मॉडल्स तो चलेंगे नहीं, वो कॉस्ट कौन बियर करेगा। तो देन टेक्नोलॉजी को कैसे डेमोक्रेटाइज करें, उसके लिए प्लेटफॉर्म्स किस तरह के बन सकते हैं, उसके लिए क्या कंस्ट्रक्ट बन सकते हैं, वो थिंकिंग भी इसमें जुड़ी हुई। और जो साथ में बेसिकली एग्रीकल्चर और कोलैबोरेटिव, तो कोलैबोरेटिव एआई का थीम ये कि जैसे डीपीआई का स्ट्रक्चर एक बना, क्या वैसा कोई स्ट्रक्चर एआई में बन सकता है, ये भी एक थिंकिंग।
Good morning. Sir, just to understand, when you talk about an outcome document, will this document, when you say the countries are expected to follow these, are you creating a kind of a platform where only people who are signatories to such a document will be doing this business, or do we have some kind of benchmarking?
ऐसा नहीं, देखो इंटरनेशनल collaboration, international forums जितनी भी होती है, they always come up with, they strive to come up with a document or a policy direction which then becomes the way people start thinking, right? जैसे G20 में दिल्ली डिक्लेरेशन था, right? जैसे ओसाका में जब लास्ट जीपे हुआ था, इसमें फोकस था कि किस तरह से एआई को रिस्पॉन्सिबल बनाए, राइट। इस तरह की थिंकिंग होती है। इसमें ये नहीं होता है कि ये करने वाले लोग फिर उसी तरह से काम करें। इंटरनेशनल थिंकिंग कैसे होती है?
सर, अभी की अगर हम बात करें तो यूरोपियन यूनियन ने इस पर कानून बनाने की बात कही है, 2 साल के अंदर वो लागू होंगे। तो क्या भारत भी ऐसा कुछ सोच रहा है एआई के खतरों को देखते हुए, या इसकी पोटेंशियल को देखते हुए कोई अलग से कानून लाने की जरूरत है?
देखो, एआई के बारे में बहुत डिटेल डिस्कशन चल रहा है, बहुत बड़ा कंसल्टेशन चल रहा है, जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स उन सबके साथ बातचीत चल रही है। और भारत की अप्रोच बहुत क्लियर है कि टेक्नोलॉजी की जो बेनिफिट्स हैं उनको अपने देश में किस तरह से इसका उपयोग कर सके, उसके सॉल्यूशंस को बना के किस तरह से दुनिया भर में उसको ले जाया जाए, और साथ में जो रिस्क है उस रिस्क को कैसे मिटिगेट, इस अप्रोच के साथ आपने जैसे डीपीडीपी एक्ट देखा, बहुत क्लियरली एक इनोवेशन और रेगुलेशन के बीच में बैलेंस है। कुछ देशों की अप्रोच हो सकता है कि प्योरली और हार्ड रेगुलेशन की हो, अपनी अप्रोच में इनोवेशन और रेगुलेशन का बैलेंस करा देते हैं। ठीक है, this side, anybody else? Remove that.
The AI, like recently the platform is there, you know, and people, the open source licenses, the companies abroad, the US and Germany, France, they're getting these licenses. So are you going to collaborate and have some MOUs with them and then can avail of those facilities at the education?
बहुत सारे काम हो रहे हैं in which the government, many bodies, they are all working together for collaborative AI. As I stated right in the beginning, two themes which we are having. One theme is sustainable agriculture, second is collaborative AI. How do we create a platform? How do we create a collaborative structure in which the development of AI and its applications and solutions can basically be democratized, can be made available to a much broader spectrum of people. That's the thing. Okay. Last question is there.
So there was a statement in the would those also be
GP will practically focus on the global issues, basically where the world would like AI to go, or how the world would like to think about AI. That would be the main. Is that we start from
the AI created this very
बिल्कुल ये भी चर्चा होगी, रिस्क की भी चर्चा होगी, अपॉर्चुनिटीज की।
सर मैं सर दो छोटे सवाल हैं। एक तो सर इस सम्मेलन में लगभग हिस्सा ले रहे हैं, और दूसरा सर एआई का इन दिनों जो सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म है उस पर बहुत मिसयूज हो रहा है, जिसपे क्राइम भी बढ़ रहे हैं। और जो सोशल मीडिया है सर, उस पर बहुत सारे ऐसे कंटेंट आ रहे हैं जो अश्लील कंटेंट है। और जैसे आप ट्विटर या
इस पे बात हो चुकी है, इस पे ऑलरेडी सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स के साथ हमारे डिस्कशंस चल रहे हैं, और किस तरह से इस रिस्क को मिटिगेट करें, किस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजीज यूज करके डीप फेक को मॉनिटर करके उनको रिमूव करने का काम हो, सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स किस तरह से जिम्मेदारी ले। जैसे आज के प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस का विषय नहीं है, लेकिन इसके ऊपर सेपरेटली बात हो, और मैं आगे भी इसके ऊपर डिटेल 29 कंट्रीज पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है, और कितने इनवाइटीज हैं? कितनी कंट्रीज इनवाइटेड? 10 दुबई एंड विजिटर वाली, देयर आर सम विजिटर कंट्रीज। इसे एक और क्वेश्चन था लास्ट में। अभी उस विषय को अलग रखें, हम कल जीपीए पे फोकस करें।
सर जैसे कि आपने कहा कि 29 कंट्रीज ऑलरेडी इनवाइटेड कर, जब सीआई की बात करते हैं तो जो इंडस्ट्री है वो काफी इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है, तो क्या
वो भी पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है इंडस्ट्री के बहुत बड़े,
तो उसके साथ कोई एमओयू या रेगुलेशन
इंडस्ट्री के साथ एमओयू करने का नहीं बनता। इस तरह की जो ग्लोबल फोरम्स होती है ना दोस्त, उसमें ग्लोबल फोरम में एक सारी कंट्रीज की क्या थिंकिंग है उसके ऊपर डॉक्यूमेंट्स।
So you spoke about consensus points, and there's looking at driving some kind of
I don't think we should be discussing what exactly will be the document. Let the document come.
So, I'm not asking you the details, but maybe our needs as a country, and let's say a bigger economy like US. So, can you sense of how those agreements could be where their companies
US companies are in focus, and we have demands from those companies as to how they should regulate AI in our country.
I would like to say that there is a good convergence on how the world they views it. There is a reasonable level of commonality between how different countries are looking at it. So, the thrust of this GPA summit would be find those common grounds, see how a balance between innovation and regulation.
What about regulation from there in terms of AI? Probably that will be part of the different that comes. So you think it will be a separate regulation?
Hypothetically,
So could you tell me the broad idea that you have? One personally become becoming fodder for most AI systems because big tech companies are sitting on a mission about Indian one person data. We give us like how the government about that it have needed they can claim it over it or because it's one person data. The government can also sort of they also require these companies to get that more than
talk about GPA summit. What you're asking can be discussed with us.
so build something
Totally
like
different summit.
Is something like this the transference. I mean, as we look to build our own sovereign AI sort of system, would we require this kind of data from these big companies? Will something like that be discussed?
There will be many discussions on technical matters, including what you're saying about the non-personal data. So let those technical discussions happen. On the back. Okay. Yes.
So you can see how the government has been taking this forward and most of the countries now view India very different. You think it has a big imprint on the final document that will
It will be a consensus now. We'll definitely have a thinking, and our thinking, as I said, was always to bring a balance between innovation and regulation. Look at what are the risks, look at what are the opportunities, and then come up with this. But most of the world is also seeing AI in that.
Sir, on the attendance, what time will the governments of countries?
Multiple different, there are many ministers who are coming. For example, the outgoing minister, defense digital minister, he'll also be present on the stage and he'll also give his speech. There will be many ministers, official level will be there, industry, academia will be there. Very large attendance.
Just some of the since we are the host country, do we have other parts of the government outside of the IT industry?
Oh, yes.
So, as we look at a global cooperation with forums like AI, interoperability regulations become very important. You know, we are seeing with the EU having an AI Act, with the US they have the executive order. Are we going to find some sort of synergy with these particular regulations that our small
This
business
is a very, very specific point. Let's talk about GPA today. We can have a separate discussion.
is interoperability not like
Interoperability of regulations is it. Regulations are always specific to a country. Right? A law which is passed in India will be applicable to things which are happening in India. A law which is passed in EU will be applicable to that. Interoperability of regulation is oxymoron. Not really interoperability. It's more about harmonizing regulation. Right? People can think that okay, your regulations are like this, my regulations are like this. Should we look at common set? What are
GPI play a big role?
GPI will play a big role. You're right. GPI will play a big role in getting that harmony, making that common understanding. That will be a big role GPI will play in coming years. This is a good forum, which is very timely, very right, exactly when we need it.
Particularly on the summit, but in the last, there a way where we would look as a country to use AI in our digital stack of public information.
AI is being used for last many years, right? In multiple ways it is being used. And it's, see the sensational thing that ChatGPT, which is that large language model, that has brought that huge visibility to AI. AI has been used for multiple years, including in DPA, including in medical. AI has been.
We are more the software part of the world, but can we lead in the AI also?
Of course,
Because right now, US face something like
even today, the talent intensity or talent concentration is an India. India is being ranked as almost practically among the top three countries as far as development of AI is concerned. Yes.
Sir, at the UK AI safety summit, the battery declaration is also by China. And you mentioned that you are expecting some kind of declaration at the end of the year as well. So do you expect China to come on? Are there any conversations going on right now?
China is not part of this. China is not member of G.
Okay, so it won't. Okay.
It's not member of G.
Yeah, it's not one of the 28 plus.
So the question
And
is,
also, is there any conversation that's going to happen around governance of AI companies in the wake of what happened with?
that is not a matter of global discussion. That's the company's point. Why should you think about it?
So wouldn't the AI companies have to govern by AI?
Companies are governed by corporate governance rules and regulations.
This is not clarity. This, the document will be a consensus-based approach to AI and collectively ways to mitigate the risk. Is that the broad
Okay.
framework in which?
And also look at the innovations and actual. Okay, one last question. Then. All right, that no questions.
So, sir, how big of a part do you think like law enforcement and to whatever law enforcement role, global law enforcement role within AI regulation, as we to harmonize these things? Will this be something that will come on discussion on the agenda when you discuss other countries?
Law enforcement agencies will have their inputs in every regulation. So, definitely.
Is there something specific that AI might bring up?
Yeah, good. Thank you.